Okay, so today I will be talking about power scaling and why I don't like it. So what is power scaling? Make fictional characters fight each other. Pit your Blobbo against my Blobbo. Who wins? It's not a flawed concept, but in practice, people are really annoying about it. There's problems. Surprise, surprise, trying to condense down every character in fiction to a format where they can fight on equal footing is a difficult thing to do. I, for one, am shocked. Shall we take a look at some of these issues? Personality. Pretty much any character, even ones from a very fighting-focused media, have, like, morals and limits and situations where they would not want to fight. Easy example, children. Most adult characters would not want to fight a child, even if that child has extremely powerful abilities. So it makes it kind of difficult to theoretically make them fight when one of them doesn't want to. So power scalers will go, they're bloodlusted, which essentially means, hey, this character doesn't have any personality anymore, they're just a mindless killing machine with the character's abilities. Fun. Awesome. I love that. But okay, let's move on to another problem. Speed. Being really fast is kind of just an instant win because you can dodge every attack, you can add kinetic energy to your own, you can plan faster than everyone else, so power scalers will go and say, but speed is equalized. So, you've removed their personality and you've edited their abilities. This is no longer a fight between your favorite characters. Like... And there's also still more problems. Different universes have different rules. Like, here's an example I've seen around the internet. Who would win, 1 billion lions or one of every Pokemon? The answer entirely depends on whether the Pokemon follow the rules of the Pokemon universe. Because power points are a concept in both the games and the anime. They act as a limit on how many times a certain move can be used. The highest PP on any move after PP max is 64. Each Pokemon has a max of 4 moves. The maximum opponent a move can ever hit, which is Earthquake in a Horde battle, is 5. And as of Teal Mask, there are just over 1,000 Pokemon. So if you multiply all those numbers together, the Pokemon can take out about 1 million lions. So assuming every move is a one-hit KO, there are still this many lions left when the Pokemon start using Struggle, which is the move with a bunch of recoil that just makes you faint really quickly. Like, it's... 1 billion is a lot. But if it doesn't follow the rules of the Pokemon games, then the Pokemon have multiple gods on their side. And they pretty obviously, lore-wise, can destroy 1 billion lions. So it just becomes a question of semantics. Another example of something like this is Toon Force, which is the name given to having powers from being a cartoon, like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo traveling between a bunch of doors, and Wile E. Coyote having a comically large rock dropped on his head. This stuff is really hard to scale. Like, you can argue it to almost unlimited invulnerability, strength, and agility, and it's kind of funny, but also, makes power scaling very difficult. Next, we have writer's discretion abilities, which is some abilities are very dependent on the writer deciding when or whether they will work. Like, for example, luck. Some characters just canonically have the power of some variation of just being lucky. The decision of how far to take this power is essentially at the writer's discretion. For example, we have Domino from Marvel, Ladybug from Miraculous, and Vriska from Homestuck. Who wins in a fight with one of them basically comes down to which character does the writer like more. Since luck is such a variable power. So annoying to scale. Meta abilities. It's really hard to scale something like future vision, time travel, or fourth wall breaking. Or anything that's a combination of them. They often come together. Like Frisk from Undertale, Shulk from Xenoblade, or John Egbert from Homestuck. Actually, a brief tangent on Homestuck, because I do think it's a good example of something really difficult to power scale. It has at least 4 main characters with time travel abilities, at least 6 ways to come back after death, Here, yeah. There's there's so many ways to not die in Homestuck is stupid. A bunch of manipulation of what is and isn't canon within the comic. Like, a character retcons the story from within the story. The author of the story dies in universe. And also the Toblerones. The Toblerones, this isn't relevant, by the way, I just need people to know about this. The author of Homestuck, Andrew Hussey, hid a bunch of Toblerones in the real world, and finding one granted you one wish to retcon the canon of Homestuck. Known wishes include: draw Gamzee in a traditional Korean handbook outfit, write more scenes during the 3-year time skip after Act 5, consider the maker of the wish as an author on future content, which I think is the funniest one. Make Vriska a trans woman, make John a trans woman, make Roxy a Donkey Kong Country fan. Anyway, back to the actual presentation. So here's some terms power scalers like to use. They'll get thrown at you if you talk to a power scaling person. Tiering. This is when people go like, oh, they're building level, planet level, galactic, multiversal, omniversal. It's based around destruction because it's all based around destruction, because power scalers love destroying things. So it's what is the biggest thing they can destroy. And oh my god, it is so granular. Like, look at this. Oh my god, it just goes on and on and on. And do you really need it to be this specific? And it's all so that they can just go, shitfuck Gungus is confirmed hyper ultra megaversal tier, so he beats Wiggly Giggly, who is only unusually large apartment building tier. Feats is another term that power scalers like to use, which are things that a character has done that you can point at and go, look, Blungus Wee Wee destroyed an Italian restaurant that one time, so he's at least Italian restaurant tier. And then people will extrapolate on this and go, look, Skibbity Gronk Rizmaster defeated Blungus Wee Wee in a fight. That means she's at least Italian restaurant tier 2. Ad nauseum. Here's some characters that power scalers like way too much. Like, some characters just get completely overhyped by them. These being Goku from Dragon Ball, who is like, if you tell a power scaler that someone can beat Goku, they will 100% fight you on it, and you will not ever convince them because they love Goku too much. And Batman, who basically people like go, oh, if he has prep time, he can do insert insane impossible thing here. This man is just rich. He is not like he's not superhuman. At least as far as I know. I may be remembering wrong. Okay, so power scaling sucks. What now? Well, I actually think power scaling is really fun. Yeah, curveball, right? It's quite simple. Just do anything other than a basic boring one-on-one fight. Not everything is about violence. Like, Goku solos Luffy, I don't fucking care. Who wins at Uno? Yeah! Who wins at a detective of? If you drop Sherlock Holmes, Asan Diop, and Herschel Layton on Timber Hearth at the start of Outer Wilds. That's my favorite game. Go play Outer Wilds. It's a good game. The penguins of Madagascar are transported to New York, September 11th, 2001, with full knowledge of what is about to happen. Can they stop 9/11? Basically, just do something more fun with your hypotheticals than blank slate imaginary fighting. Thanks for watching.